Good morning, Mama S here, and today we're going to talk about blog post number 41, boundaries. So it's actually the perfect time to talk about boundaries because we just got back from a weekend-long camping trip, and my family finally got to spend a more extended amount of time with Precocious. And I've talked quite a bit with my family in the past about kind of how we parent P and how things go. And actually, I was just talking to my dad as I was walking in today, and he's like, I can see how you have your hands full. Like, she really pushes boundaries. She really has a ton of energy. And I found out that she had a wildly inappropriate conversation with someone at camping. And she really kind of pushes. And he's like, you say different things, but you don't understand it until you see it. And I'm like, absolutely. So with boundaries, we don't have a lot of rules, but we do have a lot of boundaries. And an example would be when she starts having too many conversations that are inappropriate. There's so far that we'll go, and then we're just hard and fast and like, no, that's not appropriate. That's as far as we can go. There are specific boundaries about who she can get food from, because she views as getting things from other people as them showing love. So that one's absolutely key. And then we have a lot of boundaries around technology. There's a lot of people with a lot of different conflicting views on technology and children, and I've read all about it and things like that. And ultimately, we just parent because of the child that is with us in this exact moment and how technology impacts her. And for us, the more she's on technology, the grumpier she gets, the moodier she gets, the more she pushes boundaries, and the less things that she gets done. So after we knew her for a while, we put rules into place about how much technology time we have. We don't watch TV at all during the week. And so we don't watch TV during the week. On the weekends, after she's done her chores, gotten dressed, brushed her teeth, etc., she can go downstairs and watch TV until breakfast. Now, that's usually a couple of hours that she can watch TV, she can play, and kind of hang out, just kind of veg, things like that. And she can do that on Saturday and Sunday. And then on the weekends, she does get tablet time that she can play on as well. Now, interestingly enough, we do so much as a family, and we do so many activities and so much going on that her tablet's barely been turned on at all this summer. There will be more during the school year because we have a little bit more chill of a time, but we find that she has far better behaviors when she's not on technology all the time. Another boundary that's a pretty hard and fast rule, I would say, is bedtime. We discovered early on that Precocious needs anywhere from 10 to 12 hours of sleep a night. So we have to put her to bed pretty early for her age, or I guess not for her age, but compared to what time other kids her age are going to bed. So she goes to bed pretty early, but then she gets up a lot better, and that's a hard one for her to understand. And then the last one, we didn't know right away, so this was not a boundary that we had from the get-go, but we discovered that we have to limit sugar. So she came to us, and we just had regular amounts of sugar as you kind of go on. Not an overly a lot amount, but we'd have a couple of s'mores if we had a fire, or different things like that. And we quickly realized that sugar impacts her greatly. She becomes very moody, angry. She has so much energy that she can't sit still, and she gets mad when other people are not going as quickly as her and can't understand what she needs. And so we had a family conversation. We just kind of talked about it, and we were like, you know what? Obviously, sugar is a problem. So we're going to limit that to times when we can handle the outcome. And we have gotten a lot of vocal comments about that, especially early on. People have at this point seen what happens when she has sugar, so people are doing much better with those boundaries. But it's definitely been interesting. People like to comment on that one. But the really neat thing is she's learned that she feels a lot better when she's not having a lot of sugar and a lot of fast food. Like her body feels better, and we have an I love you because board in our bathroom. It's just a little board about this big. It's a picture frame, and inside the paper says I love you because, and then we write on it with dry erase markers. And one day she wrote, I love you because you don't give me too much sugar, and then I don't get in trouble very often. So it's really interesting, and I tell that little story because people think, oh, I can't do that, my kid's going to be miserable. You know what? She was miserable. She was miserable for like the first 3 months while her body was coming down from having sugar all of the time and kind of detoxing. But now she looks back and she's like, thank you very much for helping me make smart choices. And she does get sugar. We went camping this weekend. She got s'mores. She got donuts. Like there are time and a place for sugar, but she doesn't have an overly large amount. So instead of having 2 donuts, she might have 1. Instead of having 3 s'mores, she has 1. Things along those lines. So it's definitely kind of interesting. But keeping all of that in mind, what are your thoughts? What boundaries do you have for your kids? How long did it take them to kind of accept those boundaries? Go ahead and drop it in the comments below. And then, as always, please subscribe and please share. Thank you very much. Have a great day.